Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Detroit Lions.
Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
Good Eagles.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the gun, Rich firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 75 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rich, right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rich. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now a handoff looking right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun, Rich. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and
they'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The field goal is...
And this one is right through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
Well, we've hit that bittersweet week of the NFL season, haven't we? The last week of the regular season, Week 17. Come on, Brandon. Can he win the MVP? Can he do it here in this last game?
Well, he's got to make a strong impression here in the final week. It's an interesting race. My MVP ballot is at the top of my email right now, and I'm not voting until we've seen all the games here today.
I like that. I respect a man that waits until the season is over, doesn't turn it in early. I think if he has a big game here and gets a little bit of help, maybe other guys don't play as well, he's got a great shot.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 10 catches, 77 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Graves. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around trouble.
I think so, because then you turn in base.
A gain of 1st down. He'll drop to throw.
First down.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Eagles' 37-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
36-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28.
Loss of 7 yards.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles 3, Lions nothing.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie us at 3-3.
Ties the game at 3-3.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can't it?
Look at that.
See what I did there? But here's the thing that we've both seen in the NFL. Teams down the stretch playing really well, sometimes it doesn't carry over into the playoffs. Sometimes teams that aren't playing well now, if they have good leadership at the head coaching spot and the coaching staff and within the locker room, they can find a way to turn it around. But no one wants to be on a losing streak as they head into the playoffs.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Rich. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And Murray's still down. Maybe shaking up that go-around. Let's hope he's all right. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw. Rich. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Allen has it, left side. That's good. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Operating from the gun. Rich throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Rich. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Number 88. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 29.
Operating from the gun, Rich. Allen's got it over the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
6. Lions 3.
So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
8-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right at
no gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
And 10 at their 48-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. That is caught inside the 5. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To throw on second down. Rich throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, Rich, and he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That's good.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st down, Rich, wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
At the 21-yard line.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. 21-7, the final score. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 32.
A gain of 32 that time.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Brought down at the
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Loss at 7 yards.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich. And this is going to be incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
To throw on 3rd down. Rich. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Sacked.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On the play, 2nd and 10. At the 42-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe. He's about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Landry, agile footwork. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 25-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right.
The quarterback on the scramble.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And goal at the 6-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put your...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fielded just inside the 20. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
7 yards, the pick up there. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
A loss of a yard. And it's 3rd.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on first down. Landry. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
45-yard line.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 19-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Going to give this time to the tailback. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
The 17-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And his kick is good.
The field goal
And that will extend their lead even further.
Lions 20, Eagles 6.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
From the gun, Rich. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Rich. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards there. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Rich. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end.
Pass
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
3rd down, and
it's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rich, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
By the Lions.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a handoff here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up
2nd and 9 now. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throw left side complete. It's Graves. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Well, if my calculations are correct here, and I think that they are, he's now over 55,000 career passing yards.
Well, you did get a fine education in the Midwest, my friend, so I know that happened, okay? I know those Butler Bulldogs very proud of what they sent out there, so I'm trusting your numbers. 55,000 yards? Wow. I mean, what more can you say?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was already in the top 10. Now he just keeps climbing toward the top. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Lions are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Lions 23, Eagles 6.
So with that, you figure now this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. On first down, it's Cooper. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cooper fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And it's 3rd down.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Lions, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. Perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card.